Generic greetings and welcome back to Railroads. Today's beverage is a very nice premium vanilla latte. I say premium, it's actually the supermarket's own brand, so it's like saying premium light, so perhaps we should drop the premium from the title. Either way, welcome back to Railroads, where in the previous episode we were building a quite big railway empire and only using one bridge right to the central island on, I believe it was, if we go to single player here, it was on here. Yes, we bridged, I think it was there right up to the middle, so that was quite an interesting one. In this episode, we're going to have a look at the Southeastern Europe map because I haven't really played on it, certainly in quite some time, but also it's one of the maps that I'm very unfamiliar with and something I haven't really played on a lot, but also it's quite an interesting map. We can see we have this mountain range in the sort of north here, right in the centre. We have a river that snakes all the way around, a fair big coastal area, and also quite big towns. 1, 2, 3, 4, there could be a city, 5 if you class the one on the coast there. So we'll see what happens here. I don't really have any challenges in mind per se. It's just a case of sort of jumping in and seeing what's around. So we're actually right on the coast here. We've got Istanbul here, and we are in this area. So just to the left of that, we've got Burgas up the north there. We've got a coal mine. We actually have, I'll say it's not a coal mine. It is a coal mine. It says coal company. So it takes ore, and we can produce steel, and then steel we can bring over to, well, wherever. Luckily as well, there's also another mining company here. Istanbul is wanting some ore because of the power plant, the coal, should I say. Let's have a quick scoot around. We've got ourselves, we've got Jim Hill, we've got Jay Cook, and Isambard Brunel there. Just going to have a quick run around to see where we can find the remainder of the AI. We've got one here. No, that's not there. We've got Belgrade there. Over here we've got Arad, and Arad is occupied by Jim Hill. So they're very up north there. You can see this fairly big mountain range, which is going to be quite interesting to traverse. There's nothing around there. I'm not actually seeing the other AI. Oh no, sorry, there's another one there in Constanta, yeah, and that's Isambard Brunel. So, okay, fair enough. We are in, I think, a fairly decent position. We can get at least 2 of these coal mines, and in fact there's only 3 in the game and they are situated very near us, so maybe we go for that very early on. So what I'm going to do is unpause the game. I'm going to go for our single track over to here and just stop that there. Obviously build in our depot, and then we're going to build a train up here. We're going to max that out, wait until full, go there. We're not going to clear the car because it's like 30 seconds away. This is the 222 Buth here, and what money we're using, Deutschmarks, but generic units of currency for all intents and purposes. Okay, so we'll do a cheeky bit of double track like so, and we'll also set up the auction on the steel mill. I'll also sell some of my stock because inevitably one of those guys is going to probably bid on this thing and try to win it, but yeah, we'll see how we go on. I'm just going to put another double track in there, and this one will be for the other coal mine, which I'll have to go over to here. I think it's probably best if I actually spin the camera around to try and get that's a moderate uphill. I wonder if I can just reduce that down and just get like a something from a moderate uphill to a gentle. There's a gentle uphill. That'll be reasonable, although you can see the quirkiness of that. We'll use quirkiness over jankiness. You can see we've got like the wooden bit. So we've got the stone with the steel trestles and all that, and then you've got the sort of stone and brick viaduct there as well. Either way, we have managed to buy out that coal company, which is good. We're going to max out on this mining company, wait until full go there. We'll clear the car because obviously it is an uphill, so it's actually pretty good. We're going downhill. Mayor of Sofia Solicits Railway. So yeah, this mining company is pretty good because we're taking all of the ore, rushing downhill, going there, stopping, and then coming back. So yeah, it's okay. And it's the same thing for here. We've actually not clearing cars better because we hopefully will get more speed as we go down there. Anyway, we're going to probably sell a bit more of our stock here to put in another line, and this line is going to go over to Istanbul, although it's going to take quite a bit of money, but we'll build it up to about there. That's fine. And then we'll put in one of those, and then we'll have some passages mail. So 1, 2, 3. So that's a typical 3-2 mail and passengers sort of line. In fact, you know what I might do? I might spur that round. Is it spurring? Either way, it's going to curve it round, go over to Burgas there, and we'll be able to hopefully build there. I'm just going to speed up to max speed, although it doesn't look like we are on max speed. It is. It's just these these locos are really old. We're in 1852 after all, so we can't, you know, assume we've got any speed records to break. Although I guess we can break speed records because there's probably none set for these sort of things. What's the speed record? 4 miles an hour. Oh, here we go. We've got someone straight away. This is Brunel who's come over here, so he's headed over. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is edit this thing, and after going there, we'll then go here. So, hang on. I didn't mean to clear it. Close that. Let me just delete it. So, we're going to go from this terminal to there, and then we're going to come back, and then it basically means that they're running the same train. So we go here, it's passengers and mail, over to here, up to the top and then down, but it's going to stop at every single one. So that's good. Right, what I'm going to do is go for a bit of a spur line here and then come down and around. You know what that... Oh, Jim Hill sets a new speed record with a 222 Butte. 39 miles an hour. Good grief. I would have thought that this, going to here, would have been better, actually. I've probably already messed it up by doing what I have going from here, but we'll see how things get on. This is going to come round and past all of this. No grid, which is fine. We're going to go past Salonika and over to this coal mine. In fact, we might just go straight across. It's no grade. And yes, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to sell that. And even with that, we still can't build this because it's 241,000 generic units of currency. So it's a very expensive piece of kit here, but that doesn't matter because obviously we can make a lot of money off this mining company. Wait until full go there, we will clear the car and then go back. So the elephant in the room is that we are producing some ore. We're producing some steel, should I say. So where is that needed? Well, the nearest place, as far as I can tell, is here, which produces cars. So in order to transport that and transport it well, I don't want to use this line. I want the input of ore to be like pretty uninterrupted. So we're going to go with a double track and connect it up to there. And there was a new loco. I didn't see it, but there's a new loco. It's going to come down to there. And then we're just going to go straight underneath. In fact, we're just going to go straight over to here. That's a gentle uphill. If we alter the grade, it's always going to be a gentle uphill. It's 500,000. 500,000 to get that built. Right. Maybe if I, yeah, be a bit more careful. Moderate uphill. We don't want that. Gentle uphill to there. Moderate downhill. If we just build straight across, you see, it's ridiculously expensive. But if we just do that, we save a lot of money. So that's worth it. Okay, so we'll place that in. Going to go for a loco there. All the ore. Wait until full. Go there. Clear the car, come back. Now, obviously, we want to buy that automobile plant. So we'll put the bid in on that. The problem is that I don't know where the automobiles can go after that. Apparently, up here. Sophia. Which also is requiring a railway. Oh, that's possible then. In fact, it's not just possible, it's probable that we're going to do that. In fact, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to change things up. Firstly, though, I'll go ahead and... Oh, the steel mill there as well. Okay, fair enough. Now we'll take everything to our steel mill. There's no point in changing things up. I am going to go for terminals on all of our locations. I think that would be reasonable to get terminals on everything. That increases the load and unload speed as well as the money for passengers and mail. So there is Burgos, upgraded. Istanbul, going to do a similar thing. Go to a station and then to a terminal. A couple of people did ask about the... I think it was on a previous video, maybe one before that, about the power plants and such, and why I don't tend to focus on the power plants. That's because when you take this coal to the power plant, that's it. That's the end of the chain. Whereas if you take it to the steel mill, you then get another thing that you can transport, which in this case we're transporting it over here to make cars, and then cars we can then transport to somewhere else. So actually, you get like a lot more money from doing all of that. Going to go ahead, upgrade to a station, then a terminal over here. Excuse me. There's the Pullman's Palace car patent. And we can see already these guys are putting up a bit of a bidding war. It's up to 100. I'm going to put a cheeky bid on there. I'd happily pay 200,000 for it. So if I can get it for less than 200,000, I'd be fairly happy. There's my 200. There's my 200,000. I'm not going to go over that. And it looks like we got it for what we wanted. Excellent. Okay. This then is going to, in Bitola, is going to extend over. That's a gentle uphill, but I just want it. That's a moderate downhill. Okay, I'm just going to go there and straight across. This is in Sofia. And I want to go like that, and then we'll put that in there. But furthermore, I'm going to do something I don't often do, and that's curve this back round, no grade, because I want to connect it back up here. And the reason for that is, instead of having to then work back over and round and retrack and such, doing it this way means that the game is... Why you... There we go. I was going to say, why is it doing that? If we do that, it means that if we alter the ore train, which is in here... Sorry, the steel train. So alter the route. So it goes there. It's now going to pick up cars, drop them off, clear that, then get passengers and mail in and come back to there. So it's delivering 3 things. It's delivering the ore, then picking up cars, taking the cars over to here, and then taking passengers and mail back. So everything is at the sort of like best sort of profit we can imagine, really. I wouldn't... Yeah, I think so anyway. I think that's right. Anyway, over here, this has also got a steel plant and also a stockyard, and we do have a Salonica wine pens? Swine pens over there. So we could potentially do something there. I think at minimum, I'm just going to get passengers and mail from Istanbul over to there as well. So once again, double track. Although we're probably best double tracking where there's actually a there's actually a bit of a platform. And how does the game recommend we do this? It's basically not recommending anything. It's just a bad way across. 313 generic units of currency. Well, 313,000, should I say. But we'll see what happens. Put that in. Put that in. Upgrade passengers and mail. Back and forward. Job done. Going to upgrade that to a station, then straight to a terminal. And I think now I'm going to focus on buying my own stock. Because although I'm making money, J. Cook owns a lot more of their own stock, and they're very close to the same company value as me. So if I don't own more of my own stock, it could prove problematic. I could upgrade these to that one, which is a lot better. So all these ore trains... I say ore and coal. I think they're sort of interchangeable. We know what we're talking about. At least I do. Sometimes. So, let's go ahead and upgrade. And buy our stock. Upgrade those trains is fine. Haven't upgraded the trains that have got... locals, should I say. That have just got passengers. Haven't bothered with that. But we're just buying out our own stock, really. That's the goal at this stage. So we own 60% of our own stock, which is good. We have Brunel to our north. In the centre, I can see quite a big line here from Jim Hill. It's all Jim Hill, all of this. Yes, it's all Jim Hill. Brunel goes right up to the top as well. And, oh, finally, there's J. So J, even though I can hardly see where they are on the map, they've got a good line going. That's a really nice town placement, isn't it? Some nice views. And probably quite good for sea rise increase. Although maybe erosion would probably be the downfall of that. But there you go. Where do we need to go to next then? Well, from here, we've got passengers and mail. We might as well do that. It's a lucrative business. Bit of tracking required. Bit of bridging. It's no problem. Over to there. And your typical. 3 and 2. Don't know why that is the format. Just something I've always went with. It's always worked out for me. Here's the ore coming back. Have I? Okay, what? Oh, that's why. So, this train was coming up here, round through into here. So, not the way I wanted it to go, because I didn't put the line in, the little connection there. Anyway, Baldwin's sandbox patent is 25% traction on inclines, so we definitely want that. And we now have that. And also, we also own almost all of our stock, which is handy. From here then, double track. Just going to double check. It is upgraded to a terminal, which is good. From this locale, it's going to go over to Beverage or something. I'm terrible with names, I'm afraid. Which, yeah, we can just put in, again, passengers and mail. Not a problem. There we go. And I noticed that this place has a lumberyard, he says, but he can't find it. Which turns lumber, like here, the wood company, there's also one over here, into manufactured goods, which we can then take down to here. Alright, I think we'll do that. I've bought out all of my stock, so I think my future in the industry is fairly secure now. We're on 12.5 million. Jim Hill on 3.2, Gio on 5.6, and Brunel on 4.6. So, not too bad at all. To get over here, though, is going to prove taxing. But what you can do is you can sort of like bridge around and across and cut when you need to. So instead of just going in a straight line, that would have been, well, it would have been problematic, that's for sure. I've went ahead and just sort of skirted around the outside, like they would do in real life, I would imagine, and only used bridges and trestles and tunnels where necessary. So it sort of skirts around the side of the mountain. Which is why I thought it would be an interesting map to play on, which it is. So furniture plant, we now own, which is excellent. We do need to get some more lumber. There's wood over there, but there's also wood here. Now the problem with that is, I don't think it's unreasonable to say, it's quite a ways away. But the advantage we have is that we've got all the terrain to our advantage. So we can do that. Because we've got these, like, little hills, so we can go over like that, and it doesn't cost us a ridiculous amount. This is actually one of the most interesting maps in the game, I think, so far. It's a really fun map. It's got a lot of undulating ground and lots of bumps and things to move around. And yeah, I think it's quite enjoyable playing on this one. Anyway, I'm going to start to buy some of our competitors' stock. We have only a limited amount of time to do that, because most people own the majority of their stock or somebody else's stock. So we need to be careful on that one. Just buy out as much as we can. Jim Hill owns 3% of their stock. Sorry, 30% of their stock. I own 10%. Jay Cook owns 40% and Brunel owns 10%. It costs 605,000 to buy their stock. So just waiting for that money to come in, really. 450 odd now. 5, 6. Oh, there we go. That did not take long to get all that in. Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Here's passengers and mail, which we can transport, so we'll do that. And that'll run again around the outside and into there. Put that in. Passengers and mail. And I didn't know what the challenge was for Sophia. It's bring... Oh, it's bring in lumber for the paper mill. Right. And that produces paper. I mean, we're taking it over here, though, which is a bit of a... I mean, how much do we get, to be fair? How much do we get from doing that mission? Probably not much. And I don't really want to disrupt the chain at this stage. What I am going to do, though, is from here, just go straight down a tunnel round. And, oh, there you go, new speed record. 44 miles an hour set. So this loco here, edit it. So there, clear. Fill it up with wood. Go there, clear. Passengers and mail, there, then clear, job done. So it's bringing the timber to here. It then picks up any goods that happen to be there. Haven't set it yet to wait until full. I don't think it's worth it saying wait until full at that stage. Because obviously we've got a lot of supply here. Oh, furniture plant. You know what? I was actually looking at that. When I clicked on that, and I was looking at the bottom left, I thought, there's a furniture plant there. I do fancy that. I've just sold a bit of my stock just so I can buy it. And we got it for a very reasonable amount at 300,000. Because it's making money. Oh, you know what I should have done? Change this. Don't bring passengers and mail back and forward. That's actually pointless. Half cost to build bridges. Put a cheeky bit on that. Yeah, I'll edit that. Don't bring back passengers and mail. Bring back manufactured goods. So, wood, manufactured goods, nothing back. Yeah, that's fine. Because this is also producing manufactured goods. Which is excellent. Just going to buy a bit more stock out of Brunel here. We might be able to get 40% of his total stock. Jim Hill rewarded. Oh. So, that, yeah, that's where they are. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So they come out with these double tunnel. It looks like a double tunnel. Comes out here and then goes right down to Sophia. Alright, interesting. Where were we? Yes, Brunel, your stock. It's going to be ours, I believe. 703. Bit more. No, it's just going to sit there. It's just hovering around this quarter. There we go. So we now own 40% of Brunel's stock. There's a power plant. If it's 200... Oh, interesting. I was going to say, if it's 270 odd to start with, it's already making money, so we know we're going to get some cash off it. 334,000, but interestingly, it was Jim that started the auction, I believe, but Brunel put a 50 grand bid on it. So they were really wanting to get hold of that thing. Speaking of get hold, we have... Oh, I was going to say there's 20% of J Cook's stock left, but Jim's just bought one more. So there's only one bit left, so I'm going to buy the last 10% of that stock in a second. There we go. So, we'll have a quick rundown. Ourselves are on 22,000... 22 million, should I say. Followed by J on 12.6, Brunel on 9.1, and James, sadly, only on 5.3 million. So, where do we go from here? Well, passengers and mail is okay over there. We don't really need to spur off. We could, if we want to, try and get some of this lumber, but that's actually sort of going to take away from our own pockets anyway, because we already own the furniture plant, so we're getting a good percentage from this lumberyard anyway. Obviously, we're not getting the transport money, but we are getting the money just for it being there. For food, then, where is the best place for food? Over here. Can we get that utilised? So from here, look at that. You have to go right across. I don't particularly like that, so I'm not going to do that. Over this side, then, J's come right down. I guess there's still passengers and mail. Don't need to bother with that. There's a stockyard. The problem we have is that the stockyards are all sort of split up. And the stockyard down here, but it's miles away from anywhere else. And the other one, the swine pens, were there. So is it possible to come around this way? It probably is, you know. Is it efficient? Hell no. Are we still going to do it? Aye. Aye, we are. There we go. Oh, that didn't connect up, did it not? Don't think it did. Let me double track it. Doesn't seem to. Doesn't say that it's not. Tell you what then. Let's come round. And into here. A lot of money spent there. But one of the things with this game is if you just sit and do nothing, well, you'll often lose. The KPEV company announces a new engine, the 460P8. Very nice. So, from here, all the pigs, wait until full go there. Clear for now, but I am going to continue and drop that food off in Istanbul. So it's going to be double track all the way to Istanbul. There you go. Often you can't do that. Often it will glitch out, and it sort of has a bit, but it's still allowed me to do that. So from here then, alter, pick up food, go there, clear, job done. Okay, we'll do that. We also want to upgrade our locos to the new one, because they are better. He says without checking. Hang on. So we got that. Yep, it's just better. It's just better for an 8-car concert. And they're just better. So we had quite a number of millions. And I'm just going through and upgrading the lot. There we are. Okay. Even with all of that, we spent probably $1 million or so on upgrading all of our locos. But it's probably money well spent. From here, there's not much going on. We're delivering cars, which is good. Just scooting around to see. I see beer can be produced there. Yeah, but we're not transporting that because we're not producing anything. Paper, though, we are just sitting on paper. What can I do about that? Well, I could build half cost to build tunnels. Fair enough. I can build here a newspaper. It costs 500,000 to build it. What it means is I can alter this. Oh, is that just passengers and mail? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I want to double track along there. Connect that to there. Buy off that paper mill. From here, get all the paper, wait until full, go there, clear it. So everyone's bidding on this thing. That's interesting. The grain farms, you can see, is just still covering all of the track. We've got that paper mill, which is fine. This thing here, it was delivering all of this. But what I'm going to do is alter it. So it was taking wood to here and then bringing those resources back. But I don't think we need to do any of that. So what we'll do is from this one, take paper to there, fill up on that, wait until full, go there, fill up on that, but don't wait until full, close that, come back to there, clear the car, and then job done. So what happened there? It was on a different route. That's something I very rarely see. It was on a different route. It was on this line here. Because it would happily go to there, but it wouldn't be able to transfer to the other side. The other solution would have mean to do this. and putting that connection in so then could transfer across. But it asked me there, do you want to transfer it to the other line and get it done, which is exactly what we've done. So it's going to bring the paper, you see on the back of that there, to this location. It's then going to pick up all of the goods. Going to take manufactured goods to here, pick them up and bring them back. All right. We have the stockyard to buy out. It's making some money, so naturally the AI will jump on it. But let's see what happens. Look at all the steel here. Loads of steel. Still awaiting collection. Can we take it elsewhere then? We can take it down to here, which is exactly where we take it. But because of the loop that it's requiring, there it is there, this one. So it's 12 steel. It's going to unload the passengers and mail, which is what it's just done. It's going to rebuild and carry loads of steel. There it is. It's up to, it says 4 now. Then it's going to head off very slowly along this line to then make to drop it off at the cars. There's a 442 de Glen Atlantique. Quite a long loco. Just realised we've got 8 mil. That's a lot of stock. That's a lot of money. Westinghouse air brakes patent increases speed in tight turns. We'll put a cheeky bid on it. Put another cheeky bid on it. Just a cheeky one, you understand. Brunel's bidding on it for 130 grand. I'm going to let them have that for the simple fact that I own 40% of their stock and have 9 million quid, which means that isn't bad. Kingdom Brunel has set a 49-mile-an-hour record. Yeah, which means that actually we are only a million away from buying out his entire stock, and because he owns that patent, I think we will be able to pick them up. In terms of transport, let's have a quick look at goods. We are industry leaders on passengers and mail, only buying the sort of mid to high 50%. Food, losing out to Jim Hill. We've got 11% there on 88, so at least it's all being transported. Jim Hill's transporting all of the beer and beverages, so well done, Jim, I guess. You know, credit where credit's due. He's got a good market there. Manufactured goods, we are on 46%, but Brunel's got the other 53. Oh look, I've just bought him out. So now we just double check that line again, and it should clearly say that we own all of it. There we go. Manufactured goods, 51%. Automobiles, we are on 39%. J Cook, wow, 60%. And automobiles, if you look up here, are the most expensive good in the game. It's on, was it 62,000? 62,000 for automobiles. Swine, we're on 26%. Jim Hill's winning on that one. Similar for grain, he's on 100%. Wood, Brunel, it says 59%, but we own them, so fine. Steel, we are 100% the supplier of. Interesting. Right, okay. I wouldn't have thought that. I honestly wouldn't have thought that. There's a new speed record for Jim Hill. Okay. Well, to be honest, looking at how this is going, I now own all of Brunel, so all of this up here. There's certainly more that we could progress on to and expand to. But this is game over. We've won. We've got 2.3 million in the bank and increasing. We are worth, as a company, 42 million. The next highest is J on 18. Obviously, we don't own much of their... We only own 20% of J Cook stock, and Jim Hill we only own 30%. But realistically, it's just a case of waiting. It's a case of waiting for money, and then as soon as we've got enough money, you press the go button, we buy them out. So I think we will leave it there. We're not going to see the end screen, but it's been a decent one. This is a really fun map. It's got a lot of contours on the land. It's got this nice river that snakes through. All of these hills and such makes for an interesting building and that sort of thing. And I just like this. I like the setting. It's nice. It's nice. So I'm very tempted to come back and play on this one again. If you have any particular challenges in mind that you would like to see, or any goals in well, just anything that you would like to see in terms of goals, challenges, things we can attempt on this map, even maybe just knock the difficulty up. I always tend to play this with a sort of chill goal in mind. So, yeah, it's only on normal difficulty and such. But overall, pretty interesting map and fairly fun to play. Hope you have enjoyed this little chill-out session on Railroads, where apparently all of the AIs decide to put bids on everything now. Yeah, it is possible that one of these can save up enough cash to buy us, but I can't imagine the cost to buy out our entire company. Well, I think it would be what we are in terms of cost. There's a G66 crocodile, so I think it would be 46 million to buy us out. Where we only need 16 and 12 to buy the rest out, and we're halfway there for Jim Hill on the 12. Either way, we're going to call it there for a bit of Railroads. Hope you have enjoyed it. Comments in the comments, and as always, we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.